All right, guys, we are excited. I am Stefani Dunn, and this is Joel Dunn, and we're excited to get started with our weekly Zoom that we do. And so, for those of you that don't know, like I said, I'm Stefani, and we've been around for 15 years and got started probably like most people, didn't really have the money to get started, but I was just feeling like I wasn't myself and I was a little fluffy, and if I could do something about it. Well, when I saw my friend, of course we were broke too, and we went and I got my hair cut and she had lost weight. And I asked her what she did. And this is how I was introduced to It Works. And so I always think back to that moment. And you all have that moment of how you were introduced to It Works, and it's part of your story. And mine was, I will never forget. It was so simple for her because she had results. She had a before and after of her own self, and it was easy for her to talk about something that she loved and had results with. And so, for those of you that are new, use your product. I don't tell you that to just say use the product. Like, if you're in this 1000% in this, drop a one right now. If you are like, I'm all in, you know what? I've been in, but tonight's the night that I am drawing the sand in line and I'm going all in. Okay, that's should be everybody that's on. And for the replays, I'm expecting more ones. And that was a huge aha for me of like, "Cow, she made it look so easy." And I can go back to that moment and look and go, people don't like to sell. We like to share. And so if you're like, I'm not someone that's good in sales, never have been, I felt the same way, but I was excited because I got results. So whether that's hair results, feeling better, it's not always about the scale, you guys. Like, how do you feel health wise? Is the brain fog gone? All of that stuff. And I just think back to that moment. So for those of you, that's a big, like, get into getting your product and getting the results. And I can see a lot of your faces and you have incredible results. Heather's got results. Shara's got results. Mandy's got results. Danielle's got results. Christy got results. So I could go on and on. And so it's not like the product doesn't work. The product works. If you use it, don't let it sit on your counter. Like, that's the number one thing. So we're going to make sure that you do that. But Heather has been around. I've known Heather for a lot of years. I feel like a lot of probably two hands of numbers. And she is just so willing to share. And I love that. She's on fire. A lot of this too, you guys coming in. Okay, you already told me you're all in. You guys are getting on the product. And one of the pieces that I feel like watching Heather and watching some of you guys is your mindset. And I don't want the past hold you back from where you're going. I didn't hit my goals. A lot of you commented and even private messaged about the post that I shared and not hitting our goals. There's going to be seasons that happens, but that doesn't mean that it takes us out of the game. Like, what can we do to pivot? How can I get my mindset right and go, man, there's probably going to be somebody that feels this feeling and I'm going to be able to help them. And so that's what I want from you. Not everything is always rainbows and unicorns, right, Joel? Like,
No, it's
well,
always
maybe it is.
unicorns and rainbows and Deadpool.
Yeah. Yes, in Deadpool. But like, I want you guys to know that you're not alone in these feelings. And it's something that I've seen Heather work through. Her head is on straight. She's getting incredible results. And I was like, you need to come on and throw some fire for these newbies that have never done this before. And they're like, where do I start? And then for people that are just like, I've been around for a while. What do I need to do? And some of you I posted, about, can I go from ruby to diamond? And so, is there anybody that's excited? Like, if I could, is my excitement coming across a little bit tonight? Like,
Just shake this.
yeah, like you guys, like green carpet, like there's green carpet. And so we should all be like super excited and being ready for that, because you are the ones that are gonna reap the benefits because you're here and you're getting prepared. And so enough about that. I think you got my excitement. Kind of went off, and I like to get this done. So we're going to give Heather the little intro, and I'm going to ask her a few questions. But Heather, you should be able to unmute yourself.
Hey guys.
So give them a quick little, like, are you a mom? Do you work? Are you busy? All of those things, because sometimes people think, oh, I don't have time to do this business, or where do I incorporate that? So give us a little bit of your background.
Okay, so hi everybody. My name is Heather Juneau. I'm from Sacramento, California, so I'm over here on the West Coast. Drop a number 2 in the chat if you are somebody in the West Coast and you're like, it's 5 o'clock. This is hard for me, but I'm showing up anyways. That's me, right? Especially if you're a mom with kids and things like that. But a little bit about me, you guys. I originally started with It Works 11 and a half years ago. Oh, that just is crazy to me. I started this business honestly because I saw somebody posting about the bonuses that they were earning, and it made me believe that the products worked. So I had no intention on doing the business, you guys. When I saw her bonus posts, I wasn't like, oh, I want that money. I had 2 full-time jobs at the time, and I had done something like this before. So I wasn't looking for an opportunity. That showed me belief. If she's making all this money, then these products must work. And so I reached out to this person I was following on social media and told her I wanted to try the products. Well, she came to my house and I tried the wrap because back, 11 and a half years ago, that's what we were mainly known for, is the crazy wrap thing. Drop a number 5 in the chat if you've been around since the crazy wrap thing. If you know, you know, right? So I tried the wrap and she started giving us pricing. And I decided that I wanted to get a distributor kit because why not, right? I, again, joined the business without any expectation. So I had done Pampered Chef before. I had done Arbonne before. I didn't make a dime. I made a dime. I maybe made like $100, but that was it. So when I signed up for this, I not only said I have zero expectation, but I also didn't think that I had time to do this business. And what I realized very quickly is you can make time for anything you want to make time for. And so I did that. I literally just kind of worked this business on my 15-minute breaks, my lunch hour, and then before the kids or after the kids went to bed. So you guys, when I started this business, my kids were 3 and 5, and they are now almost 16 and 18 years old. It's so weird to even say that. But because at that time, at that age, I was missing out on so much with them, I decided that if I go all in with this, maybe I can quit being a manager at Old Navy and a manager at a restaurant. And that's what I was doing then. And because of this business, I did promote to Diamond my first time in August. And because of that, I was able to come home and be with my kids. And basically, they've known me as a stay-at-home mom for almost their entire life. And then a little fast forward, you guys, what is that? 10 years had gone. And it's realistically, we're in a place right now where the economy is crazy and it's okay to have multiple streams of income. And so I realized then that it's okay to find another job outside of It Works that would allow me the same lifestyle though. I went and looked for a job. Luckily, I have a friend that hired me. And so you guys, it used to be embarrassing to say that I needed another job. It was embarrassing. It was like, I felt like such a fraud. I felt like I couldn't tell anybody I had another job because they're going to literally think that like, oh, she couldn't hack it and It Works. I knew it. I thought those haters are watching. They're going, I knew she couldn't do it. And so I was so embarrassed of that job. And now I'm so excited because I get that income and this It Works income. And so why not have multiple streams of income and be loud and proud about that? So here I am. I started brand new as a distributor, you guys, in June. I didn't leave to go to another company. I just took like a 3-month hiatus and decided to just relaunch my business with Steph and Joel. And you guys, like, I'm fresh. Like I said, when I started this again in June, like I wanted to start as a brand new distributor. I did not come into this with like, I know what I'm doing. I came into this, it was like, Steph, I am brand new. I'm a student. I'm going to do all the trainings. I'm going to do everything that we teach our team to do as a brand new distributor. And it was the best decision I ever made.
So I think this is the thing. Even if we're wherever you're at, it's making the decision to be all in. So that's what I want for you guys. Be the squeaky wheel that needs the oil. Please. Like, I think there's so many people that don't realize like, hey, they can text whoever that is, your upline or even me, or inbox somebody, and we're there to help you. And I think that is so important, is to stay close to the fire, the people that are out there willing to do it, because the magic really is you and having people believe in you. I think that's what it comes down to. And then all of this is you guys, it comes down to, are you doing the work? Are you really doing the things that reap the benefit of working and looking at your chart? So if you don't, just because I know Heather said this, These are game changers, you guys. I still print them because I have all of you. And it's so important to know where you're going, because when you have it, but you're not actively working with your team or encouraging them or asking your upline, like, hey, I want to go over something like this, it gets easy to get lost, and it gets easy to not stick close to the fire. It gets easy to not get on the Sunday night calls anymore. And then there's that cycle of not staying connected and feeling like you're a failure, you're alone, and nobody else feels that way. And that is the farthest thing from the truth. You are incredible. You are here for a reason. I believe that you have a purpose to fill. And so make sure you have your charts out tonight. Get out your calendar as well. Write down everything that's, if you're working, awesome. Like Heather said, you guys, their inflation is out of control. She's in California. I don't even ridiculous, right? So being able to say that if you do have a job and you can work this in, I feel like is even better right now that you can do both, right? So get your calendar out, write down today, if you haven't already. I've already done mine, but for September, do you have dentist appointments? Do you have kids practices? Where on your calendar are you like, you have to do's, right? And now look back and go, where can I work my business in? Because that's going to show you how much time that you're going to be able to create into that, and how much more that you want to add. And are you going to get up early? Are you going to stay up later? Like, what do those days look like? So Heather, is that something, as coming in as new, like, what would you tell a brand new person that you think is important for this business?
So I have like three, there's probably more, but the top three things I could think of when you asked that question. And I already said it, but I'm going to say it again, you guys. As I came in as a brand new distributor again, those training videos in our app, like, why would you not take advantage of those? And the great thing, you guys, they're so short. Like, there's a lot of them, but they're very short. So many people are like, oh, I'll do it later, I'll do it later, do it later. And you never did it later. How many of you have been in the business 2, 3, 6 months, 2 years, and you still haven't watched those videos on the app? Now, you guys, I'm not pointing the finger, because that was me. When they brought out the app, I was like, oh, I know what I'm doing. I don't need to watch those videos. Well, guess what? When I went and watched those videos, when I was brand new again, I was like, yeah, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Or, oh, that's a good tip. And so, you guys, non-negotiable. I challenge all of you, if you're brand new or if you've been in a long time, if you haven't gone to watch those videos, put your earbud in, listen to them, watch them. But it's so important, so important to watch those videos. The other one, you guys, get familiar with boards and use them. We did not have boards when I first started this business. We had a lot of just notes and copy and paste, and which you can still do, obviously. But if you are not utilizing boards and you're brand new at this business, like if you can come in brand new and get those boards and get familiar with that and use those, then do it. Now, I'm not saying find 10 liters boards and have them all and go, what am I going to use? You're wasting time. Just find maybe 1 or 2, like the never done boards, maybe one other one, and utilize those. You guys, I'm telling you, if you use boards and don't stray, you will enroll the customers. You will enroll the distributor. So make sure you guys are doing the boards. And then number 3, you guys, don't overthink. Literally, I have DTs and even myself, you guys, I would sit there and go, what should I post? What should I do? Where do I start? And you guys, just start with copycatting your enroller. I still do that in the business for almost 12 years, you guys. And I'll go, what did Stephanie post last week? And I'll go and I'll find what Stephanie posted last week. Use her wording as a template to switch it up and make it a little bit mine. I'm not saying rewrite the whole thing, but if you are like me and you overthink what to post, you don't want it too long, you don't want it too short, you don't want to say the wrong thing, you don't want to, you guys, just use an enroller, use a leader that you look up to, and just copy and paste, you guys. Like, stop overthinking the what should I be doing right now, and go, when is the last time I posted? How consistently am I posting? What she uses in her stories, I use in my stories, and vice versa. So those are my tips as a brand new distributor, or if you want to just act as a new distributor. If this is your start over day 1, then that's the things you're going to do. You're going to watch the training videos, you're going to use boards and get familiar with them, and stop overthinking and just get the dang posts up, guys.
I think this goes for all of us as leaders too. If you've been around, we know that we can do the back end work and get host to post up and follow up and talk to people. But I still like to post because that's for you. Take it. I love it when people are like, can I take that? I'm like, absolutely. That's really why I do a lot of it. It's for you guys. So you're not thinking. And I just had our assistant up today and we were going over things and showing her my brain and how I think and what I'm looking for. And so, yes, do I go and look at even outside of different companies and advertise non-network marketing companies, you guys, and get an idea of how do they advertise? What are key words that I can utilize and put in a post? And then they're all in my notes section of like, it's my chaos, it's my mess, and I know how to work it. But there's a day for me that I'll just go scroll through. If I'm in the airplane, it's a great one for me is I can go on and just save a bunch of posts and put them in my notes. So be smart about where you're doing it because I've done this before too. And like Heather said, overthinking, I need to get a post up. And then I catch myself scrolling. And before I know it, it's 30 minutes and I still haven't got a post up. This picture doesn't look right, So if you have your notes section or pictures and comments saved, utilize that or just go and then get one up. But don't overthink because people are watching you right now. People are getting back into their, boot camps and gyms and workouts again. They're getting prepared for the fall. This is a huge time. And for those of you that don't know, Joel and I used to own fitness franchises and fall was a big time for people to come back on track. So people are thinking health, weight loss, preparing for their holiday dress, New Year's. Like, I don't even want to say that, but that's the reality of where we're at. So, Heather, I love that you said that. 3 basic things, you got
Yeah.
something else.
And I forgot to say, I know you saved notes, but you guys, you know how you save, hopefully you do, you save your host to post to a folder. That's a whole nother story. But if you do that, I have a whole folder that's called post suggestions saved on my Facebook. So anytime I'm scrolling and I find some good posts from other leaders, and obviously you don't want to post them all at once, I just save them to a collection called post suggestions. So I have them all there as well.
Yeah, I love that. I think one of the things that for you've been consistent. Like there's no question that you've just jumped in. Also, I have to say your results burn for you. Like, oh my gosh, like,
Yeah.
has that helped you, get more people interested because you've utilized that?
Yeah. So you guys, I know that I give lots of you guys a shout out like Mandy. Oh my gosh, your results are amazing. And I just love seeing your results all over social media. I am not there yet as far as wanting to post my results all over the place. But guess what, you guys, that is my like in my back pocket secret weapon to where when I'm messaging people. So again, it's so important to be a product to the product. And when I use boards when people ask for pricing. And so I send them the option 1, 2, and 3. If you guys are using boards, you know what that means. And after I send the pricing with option 1, 2, and 3, I send my before and after photo and say, these are my personal results with option 3. That's why I'm selling so many 30-day drops, is because instead of just showing them or telling them about the gummies or just the burn, I'm showing them my personal results. And if you guys don't have personal results yet, then there are plenty of them out there. Mandy's is right there. I have my girlfriend Caitlin Snyder, hers are there. There's so many before and afters that you can say, this is one of my really good friend Mandy's personal results from the option 3. So saying option 3 with these results, you guys, that's been a huge like golden ticket message. And then also, you guys, it's not like Steph said this a little bit earlier. It's not just about the scale. If maybe you just started the business and you're on week 2 of the gummies and you're not noticing a drop in the scale, but your pants are fitting a little bit looser, then that's what you want to let them know. Say I'm only using option 1 right now. I'm going to be ordering option 3. Look at my friend's results. With option 1, I've already started feeling the difference. I can't wait to be able to get option 3. So if I were you, you guys get what I'm saying, right? Also, if for some reason you're not ready to post your own results or have before and after pictures of yourself, is there somebody in your household that will be your testimony? Like your husband, your mom, your sister, there someone you can say, hey, will you be my first customer? You're going to use these products, and then let me take pictures of you before and after, so I can say, this is my mom, this is my husband. So it's not just about you being a product, it's about asking people that are close to you to do that as well.
Yeah, I think that's a good newbies. This is a great way for you to just call out like, hey, does anybody want to be my accountability partner? I've got some new product that's been on the market, it's been getting incredible results, and I'm going to start doing it. Inbox me if you want to do this with me. And you can even message people, you guys, while you're doing the posts and doing your daily tasks. Don't forget that you also have the ability to take time in your hands and message people. And that's one of the backdoor secrets, I think, where people are like, how do you get so many things? Is the more contacts that you have, the more follow-ups that you're going to have. And fortune is in the follow-up. I promise you, we don't know ever how many times or how many before and after pictures, but if you're being consistent and you're reaching out, they're going to be more than likely to order from you because you're in their inbox and in their feed. And so I would definitely make sure that, it seems scary. Like, what if they ask me a question that I don't know? I remember that, like doing my first party and going, what if I don't know the question? But the ingredients, you guys, you can go to your app, you can look, and you can send it to them. You can ask in the team page, you can ask your enroller, there's ways to find that out, but we don't know what questions they're going to have until you do that. So I would suggest you guys are all in. You already told me. So you're putting the work out there, but do you want your work to come in faster? And I do. Like, I want to see, I want to pivot and be able to have more customers and distributors come in knowing, hey, if I can get them in and teaching them now for the new year, they're going to be on fire. So I would suggest that. So be afraid, do it scared. We're here to help you and we'll get them moving. But it's, when I think about boards, I remember I'm not techie. So if anybody else is like, I don't know boards, like, I just don't know. I promise you, like, I probably use like 3 out of all of the information. You're going to find yourself utilizing pretty much the same copy and paste of this is what the product does, and here's your options. Now, can I get your information? And sometimes they ask a couple other questions, but it's really that simple. And so how many conversations can you get to be able to lock in when we know, you guys, we had Labor Day sales, we have 20% off, we have free product. I think there's going to be more. So, we don't know what that one is going to be for that. So I know Laura's on here. Heather has some great follow-ups that she's going to drop. So I'm going to have you guys pause for a second as Laura puts in some of your scripts that you shared, Heather. But while she's doing that, do you want to kind of go over that?
Yeah. So, do you want me to go over my tasks? Because that's
yeah. Go through your tasks,
okay.
And then she'll get those up.
So, she's gonna send some messages in here. And one thing before I even go over my tasks, you guys, I need you guys, if you're not gonna listen to anything else the rest of the night, listen to this right now. So stop what you're doing, stop being distracted, and listen to this. When you're doing follow-up, stop trying to have a sales pitch with your follow-up. You've already talked to the person. You've already done your sales pitch. You used the boards. You sent this. You sent the pricing most likely, or you sent the first message. When you are doing follow-up, you guys, just talk to them like they're your friend. The worst thing you can do is try to have a sales pitch for your follow-up. Hi, this is Heather again, just checking in. And, I wanted to offer you a sale today. If you wanted to place your order, you guys, sometimes, yes, we do. I definitely will let people know when there's a sale, but usually before I let them know there's a sale, it is a, hey girl, are you still interested? Why did we have to overthink what to say? You guys, we always say confused mind always says no. And most of you do not follow up because you don't know how to follow up. You are so scared of what to say. I don't know what to say. They left me on red. I don't know what to do. I just can't even respond. Like, I'm not even going to follow up with them. You guys, what happened to the good old, hey girl, are you still interested? What happened to the, hey girl, just seeing if you're still getting my messages? Hey girl, is that post okay to do for me? Do you still want that entry? Like, why can't we just talk to people like you would someone walking down the street or someone that you see at the school dropping off your kids? Hey girl, how are you? how's it going? Like, why do we have to be salespeople all the time? People buy us before they buy our product. And if you're constantly trying to sales pitch them, that is when you guys think to yourself, well, maybe I'm not a good salesperson. Yeah, we don't want good salespeople. We just want normal people that want to check in with us and just see how we're doing. So that's what you're gonna, when she dropped some of those messages and you get in there, you guys are probably gonna be shocked. You're gonna be like, that's it. Like, I was ready to write down like 6 sentences, or I was ready to like, no, you guys, usually my rule of thumb, with the exception of boards, you guys, is if it's longer than 3 sentences, I'm not reading it. I'm really not. Unless I ask for pricing or give me the details on something. But for a follow-up message, 2-3 sentences max. You're just trying to get the conversation to start again. So my tasks, you guys, she asked me, what are my like 4 to 6 daily tasks that I do, like my non-negotiables? Number 1 is journaling. You guys, I thought that was so silly when I first heard about it. I mean, I was probably 3 or 4 years into the business before I really started journaling, because I just didn't understand the power behind it. So make sure that you're journaling, you are writing down your goals. How do you want your day to go with your business, with your family, in life in general, with your other job, whatever it is? Write down your goals, how you want your day to go. The second thing I do, you guys, is I go and check my notifications. So funny story about me, you guys, is, do you know I have every single app on my phone for social media? All the notifications are turned off. I don't get a single alert for a comment, for a message, for a DM, for anything at all, because it was a distraction for me. And so for me personally, I know that my business is so important to me that I know when I grab my phone and I am able to do this, I go check my notifications. So I'm going in there and I'm seeing if I got any new likes, new comments, engage on posts, you guys. So like, when you do your regular posts about your kids or your meals or whatever it is you're posting about, go and actually reply to each comment and say thank you, leave some hearts. You don't just reply back to people when it's about your business. So that's what I do first thing in the morning. Check my notifications, see who's commented, see who's liked, engage back with them. Number 3, if you've been around for a little while or you've been on any of my power hours, you know this task, and it is called inbox cleanup. Inbox cleanup is literally how you guys, there was 1 week that I earned $1,600 in a weekly bonus. And that's a weekly bonus. And I'm telling you right now, it's because I do inbox cleanup and I teach my team to do inbox cleanup. And inbox cleanup is literally where you just go back through your inbox and you check every message that you sent the day before. You are writing down your potentials. Okay, you're writing down their name and what they're interested in, either PDT or PPM, which is potential perks member. That is also when I do my follow-up. So during that time, I'm going back through and I'm like, oh, she left me unread after I asked her if she wanted to do a post for me. I'll send a, hey girl, did you get my last message? Okay. If they said they'd post for me and it's not up, that's when I send my, hey girl, is that post okay to do for me? Do you still want that entry? When I go back through and somebody said, how much does it cost? And I gave them the pricing and they didn't respond. Hey girl, did you get my last message about the pricing? That is what inbox cleanup is for me. And that is a non-negotiable. That is something I do every day. I make sure that I am constantly having conversations in my inbox. Then bare minimum, I ask 25 people to post for me. I really don't post about my giveaway anymore. I just ask people to post for me instead. And you guys, I have a new method that I use to ask people to post for me. I go back to my most recent personal post where there's 25 likes, 87 likes, 16 likes. And those people that liked it, that's who gets a message asking them to post for me. And that seems to be working very well. So asking people to post for you. If you don't know how to ask them, guess what? There's a message in the board that says have ask, and that's just what I use. Just make sure you guys are using the board. You have to read it and update it because some of the dates are off, some of the pricing might be off. So you just got to make sure you read it before you send it. 5th thing I do is host a post follow-up. You guys, this is so important. You can have 100 people post for you a month and you could be like, I did it, 100 people. But if you're not doing the follow-up with them, you wasted your time. You don't make money for people posting for you. You make money by going through and following up with them. So make sure that you guys are doing host to post follow up, and that is a deep dive. That's where I friend request every like, I friend request every comment. I tell them to message me for more details. If they haven't messaged me in 2 days, I reply to the comment that they originally commented and say, hey, are you still interested? Do you want to message me? I literally just go through each one. Lastly, you guys, I don't care if you joined today or 12 years ago, check your e-suite and your app every single day. Look for any new orders that came in. Look for anybody that's ordered declined. If you have 2 distributors under you, look and see if they've got any enrollments and new orders. Like Steph said earlier, that's the way that you're going to get familiar and comfortable with updating your chart. You want to know where when you have the sales, you want to know what's happening. Some people are 2 months in their business, they've never logged into their e-suite and they don't even know where to see if somebody ordered. So those are my 6 things. And Steph, you would ask me like, how do I make sure I get them done every day? Guess what, guys? I am human, and there's some days that I don't get all 6 things done every day. It's like, what are you going to do? Right. So what I do, like if I miss a day of inbox cleanup, I know that the next day that I'm sitting there and able to do it, I literally go, I'm like, okay, like today is Tuesday, for an example. I didn't do my inbox cleanup yesterday. I was out of town. It was busy. So I'm going to go back through my messages that I sent Sunday and Monday. So, but you guys, you have to be like self-motivated. It's hard sometimes, but you guys, when I saw that $1,600 weekly bonus, guess what? That motivated me to be like, you know what, if you missed today, and you're going to go and, work for the next hour to work on the last couple days you missed. So those are my 6 things. And sometimes there's only 3 that I get done. Sometimes there's 4, but most days I try to get through all 6.
Yeah. I love that, you guys, just real honesty. Like, she doesn't do it all the time. If you saw the post that I did a couple days ago, it was similar to this. If you get a flat tire, you don't slash the other 3 tires and flatten those to stop going. You fix the tire and you get the tire back on and you keep rolling, right? It's just like this business. Like, we got to learn to like give ourselves grace and realize like we're not alone in this, and like, let's get back in and do that. The one thing is like, don't let it get too far away from you. Right. That's the thing, is if she didn't do her inbox cleanup for months, it's going to be overwhelming and be like, a week goes by, then 2 weeks. That's where that isolation and that feeling of a failure starts to come in, that you're overwhelmed. And that's what we don't want for you. And it's okay, because we're all going to feel that. We're human. So like, I just feel like, okay, it's summer. Y'all, summer's over. You all are posting about summer's over, and I'm over here holding on for dear life. Like, I want summer to stay. I'll give you fall, because I do like fall, because people are back in a routine. And for you guys, I just love it because you're refocused. You're like, okay, I enjoyed summer, or maybe I enjoyed it so much that my business didn't go the way that I wanted to. Well, guess what? You get to decide now. You get to decide to jump back in, get your flat tires, pump some air in those babies, and let's get rolling, because we have great carpet in 2 weeks. You guys,
Yay!
I am so freaking excited. I'm so excited to squeeze you humans in person. For those of you going, if you aren't going, please get the virtual, because me and Joel haven't missed anything in 15 years. And if you see any top leader, anybody that has success, they're at events, they're watching the replays, they're watching the trainings, they're engaged in everything that they can do. And that doesn't just go for here, you guys, in life. If you want to be a master, you got to be mastering every day. You got to practice every single day. So that's what I'm excited about for that. We're going into fall. Then it's the new year. Like, I just love it. So you guys can be excited about your pumpkin spice all you want. Okay. I know that there's going to be customers and distributors coming in because it's fall time. So Heather, I appreciate you. I appreciate your realness. I think for a lot of you guys, you think there's some magic dust. You are the magic, right, Joel? Like, we see you as individuals that have so much to offer to so many people. And I want you to step out boldly in that and share every day that you can, because you're impacting more people than you even realize. And I love that about each of you, that you're doing that. So this Zoom was so good. We have so many more coming. I've got a list of like together. So some of you are going to get a message. And we're going to get even deeper dives on like reels and like all of those things that we want to get you trained on too, just to max out, where you're going to get those.
And guys, here's the thing. You just had 40 minutes of incredible information. It does nothing for you to just get this incredible information. You need to spend the rest of the week applying it, taking action from it, because that is how you get results. Action upon the information that you're given is what creates the life that you want. Just knowing about it is not enough. It's what you do with that knowledge, the application of it, the life that you go change because of it is what gives you the success and the fulfillment. So take what you did today and go out tomorrow and share it with somebody.
They can share tonight.
Impact somebody's life, because this is what you have your hands on.
Yeah. All right. We love you guys. I know it was a little longer than normal, but I know it was full of great information. Joel's going to close us out in prayer. And then for those of you, I'll probably see you guys Thursday night for other Zooms that we're doing. Have your calendars out, your charts. Like, I am ready to go with you guys. I'm so pumped, but I love you all. And Joel's going to close us out.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this amazing team, this amazing group of world changers. I just ask that you bless them, fill them up to overflowing, bring them and surround them with incredible people to lift them up, bring people into their paths whose lives that you've designed for them to be the one to change their life, guys. Go out and make it an amazing, amazing night and an amazing week. We love you, Jesus. Amen.
Amen. All right, you guys, we'll see you soon.